I talked about it from the financial perspective, but from the value perspective and importance, can you see the tight end position, both in college football and the NFL, surpassing the wide receiver position in terms of importance?
I think wide receivers will, always be important, but I also
just call them prima donnas. Tell the truth. They're prima donnas.
Yeah, they are. But the tight ends, they can get me on the line. They can put some guys in the dirt, and then they can go catch a touchdown. So it's a unique position, and it's very versatile. So I think it's a really important spot on the field.
As you guys know, we are talking to Louisville tight end recruit Vic Mullen. Now, Vic, I look at the game and the transition of the game from high school to college to the NFL, and the speed of the game completely transitions from one step to the other. It's like a level there, because in the NFL there's no minor leagues. It's the NFL or nothing, So when you look at the speed of the game and the transition of the game, not even from high school to college, but just the difference between the game and the athletic ability of some of these guys, because I'm talking about. We interviewed a lineman last week that was 365 pounds, 6'8", and that can run a 40 he says in 4.8. 4.8. A guy that's 365 pounds. So the speed of the game, the athletic ability some of you guys have is absolutely unbelievable. Do you see the position as a tight end completely transition the game from tight end to wide receiver, as the tight end being the number one guy from the wide receiver?
I think so, yeah. I think the tight end position is sort of transitioning into more of a wide receiver position, but I think they are, just as important there too.
All right, so who's the best tight end that you've ever seen watching football, and who do you think is the greatest tight end of all time?
He already answered it, Gronkowski.
No, tight end of all time. He didn't answer that one.
The best he's ever seen.
All right.
Gronkowski.
The best I've ever seen is definitely Gronk, but, I don't know about all time. That's a tough one. I think Gronk's definitely up there. George Kittle's definitely up there. He's got some crazy highlights.
How about Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah. He's good, too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great ones out there.
Yeah.
Two for the Chargers, too. Antonio Gates, Kellen Winslow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think the tight end position is becoming one of the most important offensive positions in football. As you can see, you just named Kittles, who is completely transitioned to San Francisco 49ers. Who would have thought that San Francisco's number one target would be a tight end? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many?
Even with the Patriots, even with Gronkowski, he wasn't Tom Brady's number one target. He wasn't. Mm-hmm. So over the years, when Gronk was at the top of his game, it was Wes Welker. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then it was Edelman. Those were his top targets. It wasn't Gronkowski. And Aaron Hernandez was even a bigger target than Gronkowski, believe it or not. If you look at the numbers, he saw more of the balls than Gronkowski did. So it's crazy when everybody tries to compare and says that Gronkowski is one of the greatest tight ends of all time, when Gronkowski wasn't even the number one, number two, and sometimes not even the number three target on the Patriots all those years at the top of his game. So it's incredible. So this is what we do with all the recruits. We're going to ask you some silly questions. Are you ready?
Sounds good, yeah. Good.
I'm sure you did your research on this. I'm sure Jillian probably had you looking at research. So first question, boxers or briefs, and why?
Yeah, she did talk about this one, but I think definitely briefs. I like, the more tight feel than the loose. So.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't.
Oh, boy.
I don't want one right now.
I know I don't want one. You're going to Louisville. Why would you want one? You're gonna take your pick over there, man. 6'6", 250-pound athletic beast. I mean, you'll have your pick with the cheerleaders, man. You'll have your little fun. So. Second question: your favorite snack to eat before a game?
I'll drink some Pedialyte or some pickle juice.
Oh.
And then I'll also eat sandwiches or something. It's a little something to eat.
Wow. Oh my God!
Not too much.
2 pickle juice in one day. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, dude. A lot of us drink that stuff.
Pickle juice.
We'll buy the whole jar and we'll put it down in the locker before the game.
One thing I will tell you, I will not get close to you on the field when you're sweating because that pickle juice would be coming out in your paws. I would not want to smell your breath during the game, and I would not want to take a whiff of your farts if you're farting on the bench either. So I'd be very objective where I'm sitting on the bench.
Did you ever have a pickle juice drinking contest with a teammate ever?
Yeah, we have. We chugged the jar in the locker room after a game or before a game, or whatever. So.
And let me guess, you won.
Yeah.
I figured. Blondes or brunettes, and why?
I'm thinking blonde, but sometimes there's some good brunettes. But I like the blondes.
Sometimes they're good brunettes.
Just find one here and there.
Hey, listen, man. Yeah, you got a right to your own opinion. So I agree with you in some ways than one. All right, last question. I'm going to give you 5 people. Okay, I want you to give me the order from the top to bottom on who you would go out with first to last. Are you ready?
Gotcha.
All right. Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Lawrence, Angelina Jolie, Denzel Washington, Reese Witherspoon.
I'd probably go Scarlett Johansson, Reese Witherspoon. Denzel Washington's a cool guy.
What about Angelina Jolie? You're going to have Denzel.
That's true. She'd probably be three. Who's the other one?
Halle Berry?
Yeah. I'm picking Denzel over her.
Halle, man, you got Vic picking Denzel over you? I mean, seriously. First of all, I want you to know something. I grew up, I was infatuated with Halle Berry. Infatuated with her. And she still looks good, man. For a woman that's in her mid-50s, she looks really, really good. So for you to pick Denzel Washington, you must really love his movies.
We watched a lot of them in my film class,
There you go. Well, I met Denzel Washington a couple of years ago, one of the nicest people you ever meet. Not only a very giving person, but very honest and straightforward person. So definitely somebody that, if you ever have the opportunity to meet, he's a guy that you definitely want to get into a conversation with because he's very straightforward and it gives you some good advice. So, Vic, thank you for joining us, man. I want to get you back on when the season starts. I know you're not playing until next year. So when the season starts, I would love to get you on and talk about a little Louisville football, talk about your team, where you think the team is going, and maybe have one of your teammates come on with you and crack some jokes. We would love to get you on the show and have a little fun with you. But I'm going to be a big fan. Like I said, we were just talking to Caleb. I'm a big fan of you guys. You're the up and coming next recruits, the next superstars, not only in college football but future in the NFL. I want you guys to succeed. And I've become very close with a lot of you recruits because I've not only loved our interviews, but I actually become very what can I say, Speedy? What's the best word?
Acclimated.
Acclimating is good. Just really getting to know who you are as a person and really get to know you as a background, at your background and who you are as a person. So tell the fans how they can find you on social media.
On Instagram, it's Vic.Mullen. On Twitter, it's MullenVic.
Mullen Vic. How could you forget that? Mullen Vic or Vic Mullen?
You know what we need to do? We need a him and Caleb on again at the same time in a pickle juice drinking contest.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting because Caleb's a big man too. They're both 6'6". Caleb's 200 pounds and you're 250 pounds. So you're a little bit bigger than him, but he looks a little competitive. So and he speaks very highly of that pickle juice. But I would not want to sit next to both of you on the bench. That's for sure. That's for sure. But I really appreciate you joining us, Vic. I know it's a little. What time is it over there?
It's 10, almost 11 probably. So.
Oh man, it's past your bedtime, man.
I know.
I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get you in trouble from your parents,
good.
man. How old are you, anyways? You're 17, right?
Yeah, I just turned 17 in July.
Oh my God, man! Oh my God,
I'm young.
You guys
I could
are
actually
babies.
be in the class of 22.
You're a baby, man. You're 17 years old. You're 6'6", 250 pounds, dude. You're gonna be a big man. You're gonna be a
That's what I've been
big
told.
man. Holy crap! Anyways, I'd love to get you back on in the near future to talk a little bit of football with you and see where you're going. I do believe with your size and your ability and your meanness on the field, I do believe that you could be an NFL contention. You could be an NFL prospect. I really do. I think watching your video and watching what you can do on the field, you could do a lot of things that other tight ends can't do. So, and that's something that Louisville will probably try to get out of you. And I think a lot of scouts are going to look at and look towards you in the future because there are not a lot of tight ends that could block and catch the ball in the field. They're either they're either good at one thing or good at the other. You're good at both.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I'm looking forward to watching you, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely.